It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. The action is only moments away, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward up in our, dare we say, comfy, warm booth. But things far less welcoming down on the field, partner. The snow's been falling leading up to this one, and it doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon.
Can I be honest with you in the audience here? Kate?
Yeah, please do. Please do.
I was hoping for this. I love snow globe games, and as an offensive player, it's true. You know where you're going. You have the advantage. Tom Brady always used to say he loved playing in inclement weather, loved playing in the snow because it slowed everyone down to his speed, and he could take advantage of it. Keep an eye on these offenses today. They'll have their footing. They know where they're going, and this defense will have to be playing catch-up.
Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And off we go in Santa Clara. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see it, how to feel.
Along the right sideline, there's space! And he's going to score! Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers take a 6-0 lead right away. George Kittle, the touchdown! One snap in, and this offense as efficient as they could be, partner, and looking very dangerous to begin this ball game, too.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing for coaches to tell us in our production meetings they want to be a quick strike offense, got to be explosive. But they put that talk into action. One play from scrimmage, one touchdown, and one massive statement sent across the field.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. On the return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is the 2nd overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
The biggest mistake he can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace or the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they've planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early. That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He's got this complete to Dameon Pierce. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They get 6 and a first down as well.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
First down, Stroud. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. The first carry here for the rookie from the U. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. From the gun, Stroud. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Second drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed.
Call it feel, Kate, call it instincts. I don't really care what you call it, but the best QBs, they can sense it. They know it when that pressure's coming, and they know how to avoid it. Keep that play alive, extend it outside of the chaos, and go get your offense a completion.
He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They kick the running back in motion. 3rd and short. Here's Purdy. That's caught for the first. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Purdy throwing here on first. Caught by Deebo Samuel. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. To throw again, it's Purdy. Into traffic, complete. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. They are throwing it again. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers parlay the interception into points. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
On is Moody for the extra point. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the 49ers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. On the return, here comes Davis. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. This Texans offense readied up for its 2nd drive of the contest. And I know it's early, Brock, but you can almost feel that they need some points to keep this lead from getting out of control and build up their confidence as well after drive number 1 ended in that interception.
Yeah, totally co-sign that, Kate, every bit of it. It's an early deficit, but there's still a whole lot of game left. You don't need to make up for it right away. You just need to start to see those chains moving.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Cut by Diggs. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Our score, 14-0. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the 2nd quarter with the Texans in possession. They have it 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Stroud. Completed to Collins. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Stroud. He completes it in traffic. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a pickup of 11. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Shotgun handoff to Pierce. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. Davis there to grab it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Pierce. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Only a yard that time, and now it's second and goal from the 1.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Escapes out to the left, and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Texans make it a one-score game in the first half. C.J. Stroud the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the 49ers on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
That throw finds Kittle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 26. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
The ability to take any completion, short or deep down the sideline, and continue adding yardage, that's called yak, and every coach loves it.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Offense to the line for second down. Purdy to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The 49ers in possession. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's a 49er first down.
You know, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
First down throw by Purdy. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
2nd and 3 now. Man in motion here. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Touchdown, San Francisco! 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running.
On is Moody for the extra point. Snowy weather, no problem for him on that point after. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Return starts at the 9. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Texans offense getting one final possession before halftime. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. On first. Pass taken in by Diggs. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Brought down by Fred Warner. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Sends it to Diggs along the sideline. And he's out of bounds, up at his own 45. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. Finding Collins. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They'll come up 1st and 10. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He's got it at the 5. And in for the Houston touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the Texans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Texans 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Back to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. A final throw before the break. He's gonna push one deep down the right. That's gonna be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. So we're halfway through this contest from Santa Clara, California. The hometown 49ers out in front. As we hear from Jonathan Coachman over in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Niners got a fine performance in the first half from one of their leaders, Brock Purdy. He got off to a hot start with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, threw another for good measure in the second quarter. So he has been on target throughout.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Out to kick it away, here's Moody. On the return, here comes Davis. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now here's the Houston offense. They've got it first to begin the 3rd. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
2nd and 3 now. Stroud off the play fake. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Handoff here to Davis. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. He'll go again with Davis. Into the secondary past the 40. Down the sideline into the red zone. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Texans tie this game at 21. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. Ball at the 33 for first down. From the gun is Purdy. He'll get this to Samuel. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Second and 6 now. Kittle brings it in. This is ahead for about 5. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. He's got a gain of 6 there. Look at Jimmy Ward getting up there to make that stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
From the 27. Into the hands of Kittle. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Running back sent in motion. 3rd and short, here's Purdy. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
4th down now, and on comes Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Moody knocks it through. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. On the return, here comes Davis. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Texans back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. First down, Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Running back, motioning right. Completed to Davis. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
They go to punt on 4th down, and out heads Tommy Townsend. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The 49ers ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Pretty throwing here on first. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a 49er first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. The tackle there by Daniil Hunter. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not gonna turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Here's 2nd and 5. Has it downfield, working the left. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's 49ers football, and we'll see if they can close things out for a win. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Cut near the goal line.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right, when the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because you throw it in double coverage, and you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. McCaffrey trying to punch it in. And he's in for the touchdown. The 49ers making a 9-point advantage. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
On is Moody for the extra point. Snowy weather, no problem for him on that point after. And the 49ers make it a 10-point ball game. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. On the return, here comes Davis. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Into the hands of Schultz. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
1st and 10 from the 41. Shotgun now for Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Caught by Diggs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Offense in the hurry up here. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. They'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Stroud. Finding Davis. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
We've learned how valuable sacks in a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
Throwing deep for the end zone. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he'll maybe get 2 out of that. So that play brings us to the 2-minute warning. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They stick with McCaffrey. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Third and a lone yard coming up. Going run again with McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. The defense takes its third and final timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
Second down, probably going to see him kneel it again here. On second down, here's McCaffrey. And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage. That's a 9-yard pickup, and it gives him a 3rd and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Fourth down now, and on comes Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. First field goal was good. His second look from inside of 45 yards. His kick is good at the end, but boy, Brock, we might see some words exchanged at midfield here as they add 3 to the win as time expires. So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And given the weather, I'm not sure we expected to see quite as much offense as we did, Brock. Credit both offenses for having a plan to deal with the snow, and of course to these guys for playing through that cold and leaving here with a victory. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.